Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Finding room at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. A big pickup there on the scramble. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Dolphins will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Colts, nothing. Jason Sanders continuing for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Left side here, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some team.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
So now the Colts offense, they'll line up and go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On first down, Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back near his goal line, here's Tua. He'll rifle this one deep right side. They've got his man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell
the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
By Jadeveon Clowney. He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw here. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, bring it. Bring it. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55 street. Pick up the ball. Check. 55.
They'll look to throw here. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it 21-8.
Colts 8. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On play action, they'll throw.
And the big fella stuffed that one up.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Raekwon Davis. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Breaks through the contact. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 88 yards. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Buying time to his left. Room to run past midfield. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. And what a nice example there of a tight end
doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Paris Campbell, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Colts 22, Dolphins 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Tua now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Tua now on first down. Open man is Waddle, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
First down, Miami.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's caught. Jalen Waddle saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Colts 22.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
It's caught by Aguilar. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hurt. Mike 56, right there, right there. Mike 56.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Past the 20, 10, 5. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now stands at 13. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Back to throw again. Completes it to Aguilar. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nelson Aguilar there to make the grab. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Dolphins 35, Colts 29.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And a Dolphin first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quiddy Pay. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
83 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Army. Check Mike 99, Mike 99. I'm gonna go.
They'll set up a throw.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Colts' 39-yard line.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Get on the field, defense. 53, 53, check, 53.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
First down, Miami. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. On the option, here's Tua. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Dolphins 48, Colts 29.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete, and he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Indy.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking on the midfield logo. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his target, Ebron. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
28 yards. That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now they try the right side here. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And taken right on the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today.